Hello YouTube and welcome back. In the last episode, we made it to Victory Road. And we got through the first floor before I decided that I wanted to go heal, and then I also bought a few more potions for the road forward. Some super potions, and where are they? Some more hyper potions, and I think that should be it. We don't need to be fully stocked up, but I do want something. Because Victory Road is reasonably long. And there's one other... Oh, right. I got a few candies at the end of the last episode that I was going to use. Can we use these? We can use the tough candies. We're not going to use rare candies yet. We'll use the tough candies, which is defense. So let's give it to Cruiser, because he's our defensive guy. And then let's give it to Apollo, because he's our other defensive guy, more or less defensive guy. And then Eevee candies, obviously, you're going to go to Coco. Jeez, this is just going to make her so strong. This is just so overpowered. Like, oh my god. Her stats are just ungodly. Like, the partner Pokemon already had good stats, and like, this is just gonna, like, I shouldn't be using this. I'm gonna be fair. Like, if I wanted to be fair, like, that just makes, that's 10 points to each stat. That's amazing. Please tell me, okay, good. Thankfully, the puzzle has already been solved, so I don't have to do this again. But also, I wanted to leave because, yep, now we can get that item. The other one was a leaf stone, I think. That's when I started to have the hiccup attack. So I don't really remember. I remember it wasn't that important, whatever it was. And then one more. If that was a leaf stone, this will be another stone. No, Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock is actually a really good move in multiplayer. Because multiplayer involves a lot of switching, and Stealth Rock does damage on every switch. And it still has, like, effectiveness. So if you switch in a flying or rock type, or a flying rock type, they take super effective damage from Stealth Rock. So it's really good. Coco, what's up? Coco, what? I know, Victory feels the tension in there. Seems a little fairy. You're fine, Coco. You will be great. You're gonna kick everyone's ass if I want you to. If you need to. But we will get through this. We've gotten through everything as a team, and this is no different. Thankfully, Strong Push is still active. Man, I can't even remember. Like, I don't even remember how much of a pain that was. I do remember one point of this area. Also, they definitely weren't clear about, like, the puzzle. Like, there were these spots on the ground, sure, and there were the rocks, so you could kind of figure out, okay, maybe I have to put them on the rocks. And there were just these giant boulders. But once you put the rock on the spot, they didn't show you the lowering of the boulder or how it disappeared. It just wasn't there. So you'd have to kind of figure out, oh, that must have been what happened. Which is just like, man, it was just very rough and just not easy. So before we get into it, how are you guys today? Today is probably the last today's episode is probably the last episode of this recording session. I would like to get to the end of Victory Road in this episode. I'm not 100% certain I will, because it might be long and there's going to be a lot of trainers. So I'm going to try, but no promises. If there might be one more episode of Victory Road after this. I'm hoping not. I'm really hoping not. These freaking trainers stall and put me to sleep, though. It's going to take a while. I don't know. Maybe I will want this to be one full episode, and then the last episode will be Victory Road, and then a little bit more. I don't know. It's so hard to plan for things that when you're not entirely sure how things are going to go. Apollo, please wake up. Oh my god. Dream Eater, freaking hell. Oh my god, now this is going to heal him. And he's not, okay, we're switching. We're freaking, these stupid status conditions, like, Chaplain. Because if he uses Dream Eater or Psychic, it's not going to do anything Chaplain. And hopefully we can finish it off with Shadow Ball. Freaking Hypno. Of course he uses a physical attack. Why wouldn't you? Like, I hate when the computer gets lucky because they're stupid. Like, there was no logical reason for him to use a physical attack unless he knew I was switching into a Pokemon that has bad physical defense. Like, that just doesn't make any sense for him to do that. And it's just, they're just sometimes pick random moves. Oh, that was annoying. Slowbro, we'll keep battling with Chaplain. I think Thunderbolt does more damage, so we'll use that. Get all these stally defensive Pokemon though. It's very annoying. Thunderbolts. Oh, of course we can't one-shot anything in this place. Like, I know Victory Road should be challenging because it's our final dungeon, honestly. Final main dungeon. There's one more dungeon that we haven't done yet that I have decided I'm going to do post-game. I was also thinking, because I've done a bit of research, there's a decent post-game in this game. Like, every Pokemon game has some version of a post-game. And I do plan on doing it. So even though we're nearing the end, we're not really nearing the end entirely, if that makes sense. A boy named Trace passed by this way too a little while ago. Great. Of course he's in front of me. Oh yeah, because he wanted to go first for reasons. Awakening, use it on Apollo. Then we'll use some super potions on Apollo. And Chaplain. I'm still going to start with Apollo because Apollo's our lowest... Actually, no, I'm not because this is a fighting trainer. Actually, you know who it makes the most sense to start with? Chaplain. I could start with Gale, but rock types and... Ugh. What? Battle me. This here is Victory Road. It's the final test for trainers. I've definitely explained that, but yeah, Victory Road is a staple in the series. Every region has their own version of it, which is cool. Well, I mean, Kanto's kind of set the stage for what a Victory Road is, basically. It's a cave system with a lot of high-level trainers and high-level Pokemon that test your skill before the Pokemon leave. But it's definitely... Kanto's is definitely not my favorite version of it. I'm trying to think which is my favorite version. I do love Univa's because of how it's structured, and that it's like you're going up it, so you're not just... going through a cave system, you're like climbing a mountain, which feels like, which is really cool. I'm trying to think of another one that I really like. I like them that aren't just cave systems. Like, I like when there's more to it than that. I'm trying to think of which other one I like. I guess now that I think about it, Scarlet and Violet didn't have one. Alola's was cool. That was, again, like a top of a mountain, so that was cool. Although, was that a Victory Road? Maybe not. Maybe not every region... Ooh, Solar Beam. Maybe not every region has their own... It has a version of Victory Road. Maybe it's not called Victory Road. Whoa, Onyx. So we need a boulder, but we don't have one, so I guess we're going to have to keep looking. There's a tamer here. I guess we're going to fight you now. Come on, I'll whip you. That's not nice. Like, you ease me into this. You can't just... start off with that, Vincent. Give me the lollipop, and then... No. You know what? No, I'm not talking about this. Oh, we still have Chaplain up front. We should have switched him out. That's fine. Psychic Attack! Psychic Flash! I do like that, although we're in a cave system, like, you don't fight... Like, I'm sure there'll be a hiker or so in here, but that's not all you fight. You are going to fight a bunch of... variety. You're going to fight a variety of Pokemon. Tauros. I don't know who to use against Tauros. Kogo. I don't really have anyone I love for fighting bulky normal types. Because the only thing we really have is Brick Break. I still love a Kicky Kick move. I'd love Kicky Kick. Maybe it lowers defense. That'd be awesome. I love moves like that. That automatically lower or boost at something. That's so good. Power Up Punch. That's a good version of it. But we'll use Sizzly Slide because Tauros is a physical attacker. And that'll burn you. Just so good. Oh, by the way, you're burn. Oh, frickin' hell. Focus Energy. I remember thinking Focus Energy was worthless as a kid, and it's, in my opinion, still not very good. Because it only raises your chances of critical hits. But as we know, this game has been getting crits all over the place, so thankfully you didn't get one that time. I was really going to say that would have sucked if you got a crit through. But actually in Gen 1, just add to the list of things that Game Freak didn't really know how to develop games back then. Focus Energy did the opposite. It made your critical hit chance go down. I think, right? I think it went down, which is just crazy. Also, critical hits were tied to speed. So fast Pokemon got critical hits all the time, which made Pokemon like Rapidash and Geodude, wow. Dugtrio and, what's it called? Electrode, like, some of the best Pokemon. We got a Juggler. Also, one of my Switch friends playing it reminded me. I got Tears of the Kingdom. I haven't played a ton of it. What was I gonna say? I haven't played a ton of it. I got through the first area, which is your tutorial area. Which I don't know if the general consensus is, but like I don't want to spoil it because I got annoyed. No, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna talk about it because I got annoyed with people uploading it, and I don't want to. If you came to this video and because you're avoiding Tears of the Kingdom spoilers, I don't want to then spoil you with Tears of the Kingdom. But I do like it so far. I definitely like what it's setting up. We'll obviously see how it goes, and I definitely will. I barely scratched the surface in a game that's so freaking massive, but I've put some time into it. I'm hoping I'm going to get to play Thursday, because I think I'm off on Friday, so I should be able to play Thursday night, which, fingers crossed. And I might even play Friday, because if I think, oh, freaking hell, this is bad. The reflect really sucks. So I hope I'm going to play more, because I do really want to play more of it, because it's going to take me a very long time to beat it, but because it's just a big game. But I do like it so far. I don't know what, like I said, I haven't really heard much about it other than it's selling really well, but it's a sequel to one of the best games on the Switch that everyone bought on the Switch because it was the first game, because it was a release title for the Switch. So it was like, it just didn't, of course it was going to sell well. But I haven't really heard much like review talk about it because I've been trying to avoid spoilers. I assume it's doing well. It doesn't really matter to me. As I've gotten older, I realize how little reviews mean to me. Superpower, interesting. That could actually be really good. Hold on, Tears of the Kingdom. Let me look at Superpower. Ooh. Fighting type move, physical fighting type move, lowers physical 120. I'm gonna do it. Yep. I'm gonna do it. I was just thinking that as in that last fight, I'm like, why am I using Headbutt? I should be using Play Rough or Dig because they're stronger. And then hey, look at you up there. You can see that. We've seen a touch of similar looking wings before, but we'll deal with that much later. Yeah, no, I think that's the right call. I've been complaining that I don't have a way of dealing with bulky normal types, and Superpower is a pretty solid move. So I think that was the right choice. We can't go that way. So we're looking for. I know what we're looking for, but I don't know where it is. Oh, well, this trainer and an item. Okay. I heard rumors of a child prodigy. That must be me, because obviously there's no other super talented children here. George, a random name. But ooh, I like that, like. Ooh, sorry, I'm really sorry. I hit my little table that my mic stand is on. I really like that you can try out moves with TMs more. Like if I use Superpower and I'm like, this really isn't working out for me. I really want Headbutt back. I can get that back because I have the TM for both Headbutt and Superpower. So I really like that. But I also remember liking the stress of having to be really tight with your TMs and knowing like, okay, do I really want this? Do I really need it? It's resource managing. So I really do see it both ways. Like I said, I love being able to like mix and match and like try out moves and be like, okay, how does this work with this Pokemon? This isn't really working out, so let's swap it out for this move, which is really cool. And I'd probably pick that way because it's a RPG and it's all about making your team how you want it to be made. So I kind of like it that way. So I'd probably have it that way, even if I do remember the stress of the resource managing, which that is also an aspect of Pokemon, but in my opinion, that becomes less and less important as you go. Because as you go, you get more money, you get more options, you eventually just make it how you want as compared to, oh, I can only have so much of one thing. So although, yeah, that's kind of how I've learned to feel about TMs. Like I said, originally I liked the stress of how important TMs were, and I think Sword and Shield does it the best, in my opinion. And I don't, because I don't think every other game does it. They have Max Revive. Nice. I'm really glad we came over here. They have TMs, and then I think they're called TRs. That those are one-time use, and I really like that combination of. Man, Officer Jenny, what are you doing here? Are you on your way to Pokemon League? Oh, I'm in the middle of my patrol, but I have an encouragement from a beautiful police officer will help you. Oh, nice. Thank you. I was really hoping you'd be a healer. There you go. You're ready to face anything now. Nice. Thank you very much. Blizzard. Wow, interesting. I don't really want it because I have Ice Beam. So can we do this? I think we can do this. I think we want to do this. Hold on. What was I saying? Oh yeah, no, I liked the TMTR options because, like I said, it kind of had the best of both worlds. So like, yeah, some moves that you could, if you like found a TM, you're like, okay, I can use this move as much as I want. But then there are others that you had to be more strict with it. So I think that was the best version of it. I can't remember, but I think Scarlet and Violet just made it back to the way TMs are in this game, in the more modern way TMs are done. And that you can use them indefinitely, which again, I don't think is a bad system. It's just not a system. I'm just not the most used to. But I do agree that, oh my god! Coco, what is going on now? I know that the Rhyhorn and Rhydon were surprising. Why are you scared? We're kicking butt. We're doing great, Coco. Is this what I thought think it is? Yeah, no, we don't want to do this yet. But that is the way back to the beginning, if I'm not mistaken. No? Oh, this is back to this floor. Okay, so we don't want to do this. Did we just walk by? No, we didn't. We couldn't get that out. Okay, I'm just still trying to figure out where I am. Okay, there's so many freaking Pokemon up there. Will this work? We have yet to use one, but let's use one. Super Repel. That made them go away. Perfect. That's just what I wanted. What is this? This seems important. PB Max. Nice. So we'll deal with you later. Don't worry, you special bird, maybe bird. Spoilers. Oh, just very silly. Okay, we put that there. If I'm not mistaken, that block did not used to be there. It used to be like over here, and so you had to use strength and push it all the way down this long path. And like I said, you had to go into the menu every time to use strength one time. And so it's just like I remember that long stretch of using strength. And we'll fight this trainer, and then that'll probably be the end of the episode. Yeah, because it's getting longer, and like I said, I don't like these episodes being too long. And we still have a decent amount of Victory Road to go. Not a ton, but a decent amount. Dragonair, nice! This is a Pokemon we haven't seen. Very cute. I don't actually know where you're supposed to catch Dragonair in its pre-evolution, because in Gen 1, you got them in the Safari Zone. And the Safari Zone doesn't exist anymore, so I wonder where you're supposed to get them. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Yep, that didn't feel great. Thankfully, Apollo was able to take that, but oh man, seeing that Dragonair use Surf reminded me of my Dragonair in when I played through Scarlet and Violet that had Surf. And man, I loved that Dragonair Dragonite. It was so good. I had such a bond with it. Oh. I love when you play through a game and you bond with a Pokemon you've never bonded with before. It's a magical experience when you do it for the first time. You're like, oh man, and you think back to that one Pokemon every time. Like there are Pokemon like for me that I've used countless times. Blastoise, Pidgeot, even Mr. Mime I've used a couple times, I want to say. But like then there are just those ones that you've never used before that you're just like, oh man, I loved you, or like you were so helpful. Like, it's the magic of Pokemon, to be honest. That's why I always, whenever I try to play a game, I try to use Pokemon that I haven't used before, or in this case, a very long time. Hitmonchan. I will use Gale. Chaplin is also really freaking high leveled. I have no idea what level the Elite Four Pokemon are, because these trainers are all level like high 40s. I don't think we fought a level 50 trainer in here yet. Yeah, no, this Hitmonchan's only level 48. So I'm I don't know. I would imagine that maybe there... Ooh, this won't feel great. Okay, thank God. I would imagine they're probably going to be level 50 and above, obviously, and they're probably the highest trainer here will be maybe 50. Of course, I got a crit on the second one, which is unnecessary. Good job, Gale. Oh, so strong. Cool. Okay. True strength is from taking on tough battles, you know. Sure. What is this item? Max potion, nice. So this is where we're supposed to go. Loop around here. Whoa, we gotta not need to fight you, frick. Only the chosen can pass here. Weirdo. You mean the chosen enough to figure out a strength pushing? Oh my god, 4 Pokemon. I meant to do this in the next episode. Whatever. You will be the last person I fight in this episode. Fighting a lot of, like I said, that's what Victory Road is. It's fighting tough trainers. Get your levels, make sure your team is at their best they can be. Because it's implied that all of these trainers have 8 gym badges. I swear, so many battles have crits or status conditions. And like, I would be understanding, of course, yeah. Thank you, Apollo. I'd be understanding if they used like if the Electrode used Thunder Wave, like that'd be one thing. But they're just getting the statuses on like their 70% accuracy Thunders. Like, come on, game. Thankfully, not much happened with it because, well, don't speak too soon. Should have used Flamethrower, whatever. How many times did it hit? He hit 2 out of 3 times with time. I guess that makes sense. That's 7. Oh my god! What the frick? Oh my god, this game is killing me with these statuses. Like, that was ridiculous. Okay, at least it missed Thunder. Like, apparently if it hits with Thunder, it automatically gets a paralysis. Like, what? I do wonder if they, like, upped the status conditions in this game because they give you Eevee with all of her statuses. Like, and that's just... Like, that seems weird, but, like, I could almost see them doing that in a way to balance. Eevee? Kind of... One problem with these Ace trainers is they got a lot of switching, a lot of planning, blah, 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 and I did not mean for this to be this long of an episode because I didn't mean to fight this guy. Mega Drain. Still wish Eevee had a little better move than me. I do like Mega Drain, but I'm wondering... what I'm going to do, actually, once I get to the end of Victory Road, is I will touch up my team a little, as much as I can, and I'll see in between episodes, then I'll probably... Well, we'll talk about it later. Pidgeot... Let's go with Coco, because Buzzy Buzz... I was thinking about using Chaplain, but Chaplain is way too high leveled. He's like 2 or 3 levels higher than everyone. Man, these episodes are so long! Can't believe I thought I was going to do this all in one... Oh, I didn't really think I was going to. I was just going to say, maybe I can. Buzzy Buzz! How do you like the paralysis? Take it! Ha! Fully paralyzed. One more Buzzy Buzz. Okay, good job, Coco. One more Pokemon. If I can stick with Coco, I'm probably just going to stick with Coco, just because. Right, nope, definitely can't stick with Coco for this. We're going to use Cruiser. We have yet to see Cruiser in a little bit, which is crazy, because like this is a cave system, so you'd think we'd fight a lot more rock types, but nope. Okay, one more attack, because I'm not even going to Mega Evolve. There's no point. You're not surviving this. Your special defense is terrible. You're 4 times weak to it. It's 90 power. Like, yeah, goodbye. Goodbye, Rhydon. Terrible subpar Pokemon you are. Which is a shame, because he's cool, and I do like Rhyperior, but it's just not that good of a Pokemon. All the trainers here have their sights set on the Pokemon League. Don't let your guard down. Okay. In the next episode, we will finally make it to the end of Victory Road. I promise. See you guys later.